we're good to go. We haven't skipped a part of this trial. I need to remember to upload my VODs later. Oh boy. Anyway, the current intro. I'm good at this. Hi. Ah! Not me. Fucking exploding pop. Where's the towel? Hold on. I'm so glad I stream next to my dresser. Anyway. Today, we've got Danganronpa. Clearly, it's on the screen. But I don't know how long I will be able to stream today. I'm hoping that we don't get interrupted. Best case scenario. But if you follow my second Twitter, you would know shit's about to hit the fan. It's not a good situation right now. And if I get a phone call, the stream and the recording will end immediately. It'll end and I will be gone for who knows how long. It might not be until next week until you see me again. It could be longer. It all depends on what happens. But, best case scenario, that doesn't happen, and that's what we're gonna hope for. For so many more reasons beyond my ability to stream. So, let me set up my drink, because we're gonna be talking. Actually, no, we're not. We're not gonna talk that much, because this part's voice acted. But we will still talk, obviously. Yeah, but finally, I got my, hopefully it'll stay, my day to myself, so I can talk as loud as I want today, and it's not an issue. The only people I can possibly bother are the cats, and they'll just come over and meow at me, which is fine. If anything, it'll make a cute thing. So, we're all set up, we're ready to go, my stream is live and we are recording, and my stream actually seems to be running halfway decent according to my phone. So, let's get started. Now, where the hell were we? Because the last time I was streaming, I spilled liquid into my PC, and then I had to end and shut stuff down and clean it out. That took like an hour. So, I have no idea what's happening in this trial right now. Am I still close? Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm gonna pause the recording. Here we go.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window. I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
No, I don't believe he was thrown, but perhaps another way.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Huh? Equipment?
With this equipment, they can connect the two windows and move the body to the gym.
Equipment? Oh, the rope? No. What? I'm clicking. Oh.
There!
I always forget they make me use the other button.
The rope found behind the gym stage could have been used.
Oh, there was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Atua can reveal.
Only
What
Atua.
mysterious mystery? During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage. But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason.
Interesting.
It's a mysterious mystery. Only Atua knows the answer.
I think we know too.
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope, then threw it into the gym window?
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both windows.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance between the windows, according to the sign at the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet.
Plus the outside.
And the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet.
Each or both?
Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
And that leaves enough to tie
And
it.
pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
Mm-hmm.
You bet it's long enough. That's what she said.
Girls, just stop.
Wait, who said that?
Even if the rope was long enough, wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie them to the windows?
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
No, going to think it would work. Just need one more rope.
Well, for what?
Another rope. There was only one, though.
Oh, then it impossible. Sorry.
No, I'm sure there was another rope, or at least something that could be used as a rope. Like what? Tennis net.
This is it!
Right! I forgot to get that out.
The tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab could serve as a rope.
How long is it?
About 50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
Okay, so
Don't you think?
first, culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then, culprit move to other side
Oh, I get it.
and tie cable to other window. Then, after tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together.
Mm-hmm. You pull it.
That how culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
Yeah. Good job.
Wow, that's amazing, Gonta. You're so knowledgeable.
It's nothing. Going to use ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
Even if they did connect the windows with a rope, they can't carry a body on just that.
Well, there's several ways they could do that.
Eureka! I got it!
I mean, my brain. I mean, I just don't know how they get the body off the rope, because I'm assuming they basically made a zip line with it, right? Whether they strung it through the handcuffs or, but I mean, regardless, they have to be able to get up to the window. And I don't think we've clarified how they could do that. I guess we just have to say it's possible, right?
Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. But in my case, it's 100% inspiration!
Is it?
We get it. Just tell us already.
They handcuffed the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other, like Tarzan!
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying.
Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
Fuck you! Shut up! Me, stop.
Tarzan?
But they also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
That is not feasible with just one rope.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Not just the rope?
Well,
They used the
anyway,
floaty,
it would have been
didn't they?
pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank. They wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan. The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands. But is there really a way to do that?
Kokichi, are you hinting at something?
Huh? Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
You're confusing me. You were definitely onto something. It's true, the culprit needed to place the body directly into the piranha tank. If the body were to fall, the culprit would not have been able to retrieve it. They only had one shot at it, no second chances. So obviously, the culprit would have wanted to put the body in the tank carefully, meaning they would have wanted to get as close to the window as possible. The problem is, how did they get near it? All we know right now is that there was a rope that connected both windows. Somehow the culprit used that to move the body and close to the window themselves. There's a ledge right there. To make it work, they would have had to use something else. But what would it be? What could they have done?
All right, Shuichi. The stage is finally set.
Oh boy, don't do it to us again, Kaito.
What?
We haven't figured it out yet.
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial.
You?
It all starts with you.
Kaito! I don't think you know what you're doing.
You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event.
You better have a good-ass plan, man.
And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Are we? Are you sure?
You got this. After all, you are my sidekick.
Oh, well.
I believe in you, so I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Because you have no idea what's happening, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do this. I will solve this mystery and show everyone the truth. This is the main event. Something was used with the rope to move the body between the windows. Think, come on, think. Hangman's Gambit, let's go. What do we got? A bunch of letters. I actually have no idea what we're looking for. Incorrect. No, it's not P. It's R. Okay. Oh, is it rope something? Okay, so it's a rope. There's an A. There's a W. Ropeway?
I see now.
What? I don't get this.
Yes, that's it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
The fuck is a ropeway? Hold on, let me pull up Google. What the hell? Ropeway, a transportation system for materials used especially in mines or mountain areas, which cars are suspended from a moving cable driven by a motor? Okay, so it's the same thing as an aerial tramway. Okay. So, then, I'm assuming they tied the pool floaty to the rope, but how the hell did they tie the pool floaty to the rope? Okay, thanks, Google.
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that? Wow, you got drain damage or something?
It's brain damage.
You'd need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
We have a pool floaty. No, there definitely was. The culprit used it to move the body along the rope. What is this? Oh god, is it? Oh no, and this the objective is to dig up the answer. At the beginning, the correct answer will be completely covered by pieces. Use the mouse to the curse. Move the mouse. Use the mouse. Stop moving! Pieces would be erased when two or more of the same color connect. The adjacent pieces will then change color in the following order: white, pink, yellow, white. If you do it right, you can remove all the pieces from an object. The trick is to predict how the adjacent colors will change. When all the pieces on top of an object are gone, you can select the object as the answer. If you select the wrong object, your influence gauge will take damage. I see. If there's just one piece left, you can repeatedly left-click on it to break it. But that will incur a time penalty, so don't just go clicking like crazy. It might sound complicated, but trust me, you'll get it as you play. Thank you for understanding. Okay. Where's my mouse? So we want to click on these things? Oh, this isn't nearly as complicated as I was expecting. Oops. Oh, shit. Got it.
I see it! It's the inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
Yes, there you go. You can look around? What the? Since when and why?
The inner tube?
The inner tube? What? Crazy
Remember the inner
thought.
tube we found
Oh my
in
god,
the
there's
pool
even a
with a rope
tied
on
to
one
it.
side?
It even has the little handles to connect
Maybe
it
the
to.
rope was originally tied on both sides.
So then they used the cable.
The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows.
Right.
And because the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported two people.
Oh my god, can you imagine climbing on there with a dead body? Jesus.
The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway and used it to move themselves
gonna
and
slam
Rioma's
into the
body
wall,
from
though.
the lab to the gym. Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Well, when you put it like that, it certainly sounds possible.
Mm-hmm.
But wow, a ropeway!
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules?
Is it?
It
Monokuma?
would count as entering the gym, would
Does
it
it
not?
count?
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay. Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Oh.
Eh?
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Oh, shit!
Way to put your foot in your mouth.
His foot! Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
Sounds like it.
Pops?
Uh-oh! Daddy's
It's not like
mad at you
Monokuma
now!
hasn't slipped up like that before.
Yeah?
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Huh?
No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes.
Aww.
I want us all to get along.
Monodum's right!
Monosuke, you better thank Monodum. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
Just sitting in silence.
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up? But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
So culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder? That's some crazy ass shit.
Okay.
But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily. All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway.
And throw the floaty in the pool.
Then, after returning to Yoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side. Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I see! The rope was thrown from the window! That's why we found it there!
Okay. This is actually starting to make sense.
With that method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Probably.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
More or less.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
I believe that was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
Because they couldn't reach it to retrieve it. It's obvious. Yeah, they couldn't reach it though. Who's next?
That's it! Even if they wanted to get it, they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
I see. They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope, the steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, Water's still too low to drag tube in.
Sounds like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them. Ha! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it? Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur!
No, actually. Save for that one mistake. This was the perfect crime.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us.
Oh boy.
Now, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Shut up. Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough. Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway. Oh, respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
Okay.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
No, respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial in solving this case. We're so close. We're just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So, who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event.
Do you actually know?
But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take
No,
this one.
of course not.
Okay.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
Yes, I have a good idea. Do we? I don't.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
What?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like
I
I
have
said,
no
you're my
idea.
sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes. So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
But I don't know what the truth is.
You believe in my detective skills?
Shuichi, you gotta let me
That's
in on
right.
this. I
I'm gonna
don't
leave
know
it all
what's
to you,
happening.
Shuichi.
Yeah, I need to believe in my detective work. This whole setup would have had to have been prepared to drill well beforehand. Knowing that narrows down the list of suspects. Who was in the gym again? Bro, I have no idea. We've already... I don't know. What? F1. Who's the culprit? I have no idea. How am I supposed to know this? What? You! I don't know! Oh, we're running out of time. I don't know! Time up? I don't! You're right!
Damn it!
Everyone's staring at me. I know, but can I have one here? Okay. Truth bullets. God, doing this in so many parts is not helping. Jonta, during the magic show, when the timer hit 20 seconds, Gonta went to the top stair. Okay, we already see it. Go Kichi's account. Immediately after Kokichi left the ultimate empty button. lab at 9 p.m. last night. He was caught by Kirumi and the entrance hall. He stayed with her until 10 p.m. After he went into the dorms and returned to the 11, he saw a figure, the girl wandering down the courtyard. The last person who saw Ryoma was Goto. What about alibis? Suichi, Kibo, Kyo, Smoothie, and Tenko were first together. Okay, all of them are... I'm gonna knock them off the suspects list because I think it's too much. 8 to 11. 5 minutes. Angie. Okay. Takichi. Just lab. PM. By 11 p.m. he returned. Kurumi was in the gym a little before 9 p.m. with Angie. Okay. We might just know who this is. Okay.
It has to be you!
Oh, I was right? It was her?
There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
I mean, we only have that out of, alibi. Continue.
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Go ahead.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me.
And your defense
If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
Okay.
The wrong choice?
Go on. Start talking.
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision?
Not really, but we're going to
I will
anyway.
refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
Let's go. Throw me into the non-stop debate. Is it non-stop? Or is it the other one? No, it's non-stop debate. Okay. Alibis. That's what we want. That's how I
I,
figured
of course,
this out.
am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime.
Yep.
And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime?
It's only for an hour.
I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
No, you don't.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous.
True.
That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
To force Kirumi to implicate herself, magic might has to be airtight. Kirumi is the only person who could have done it. No one else had the time. So I need to hit the
I, of
alibis
course,
on
am not the
this
culprit.
thing.
The crime was committed at nighttime.
Yes.
And you have no alibi,
Someone
do
had
you?
said something about an ally.
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
True, I have no alibi, but
I was wrong!
you had the
I, of
most time,
course, am
according.
not the culprit.
Hold on. It's the Manukufa. It's just gonna be the gym because of the other one.
The crime was committed at
Insects.
nighttime.
Meet and greet. What's the info on that one? Yeah, before switching somebody that was to some. Who's trick type? until after 11 p.m. Okay, maybe we hit it with that.
And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
Nope, that's wrong. Okay.
I was wrong!
Oops.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
Obviously.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Damn it!
Yeah, I'm so glad
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime?
I believe most of us do not have one. I have evidence that proves you're the culprit. Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex
Mechanisms to work.
But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have,
I don't even
except
know.
perhaps Gonta.
Damn it!
I, of course, am not the culprit.
But like, the thing is, alibi is for yesterday, right? In here. It says that she was in the gym a little before 9 p.m. with Himiko and Angie. She had time to set up the gym stuff before nighttime. And then during nighttime, she only has an hour worth of an alibi. Unlike everyone else who was stuck in, I guess technically Kokichi's the same way, but he came back after a while. Then definitely did not have the time. But, is it the Monokuma file? It can't be the Monokuma file. Because all this says is it was Ryoma, he was found in the gym, and he drowned. And then he was ate by prawns. That's it, that's all it says. So it can't be that. This... Himiko and Angie were eventually brought, which... Ichi and the others were support. Yeah. I don't know. We're just gonna keep hitting random things.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
That's true.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
So it's
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
But that's wrong. So then... she talks about alibis. There's a thing about writing later too, which is definitely. She's right. It could have been anyone for that. I don't want to die. I'm trying to. Well, I guess not. Well, we could technically die. And then there's alibis and ability, physical ability and skills. Okay.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, my health is dropping.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
No, you don't.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin!
The crime was committed at nighttime. You have no alibi, do you? An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one. I have evidence that proves you're the culprit! Do you think we would fall for such nonsense? The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
That's wrong! No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi. Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Alibis.
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only, like, 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
Like, I've noticed this when I'm trying to edit stuff. So many things can be said in like 1 second. Genuinely, like, it's so hard to cut stuff at the right point because so much can happen in like a single second. So like, you have 5 minutes where if you know exactly what you want to do and exactly how you're gonna do it, you could probably set all this up in 5 minutes and then get the hell out of the gym.
This is my selfless devotion.
Oh, here we go. Time to spam buttons and pray.
While I do understand where you are coming from,
Ooh, she's
I
getting
assure
scary
you
looking.
this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
Really? Why do you look so upset instead of providing good evidence as to why we're wrong?
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
Advance.
What do you mean by crux of the argument. How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the third floor window. But there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In other words, it is just a guess. And then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is nothing more than deception. I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the third floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this. In other words, it is just a guess, and then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is nothing more than deception.
Okay, yeah, it's that yellow one. Okay, let's go again. Give it to me.
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the third floor window. But there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
I'll cut through your words! I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Were those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly.
Like two bodies on
The
it.
frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Is Kirumi quiet because that's what happened?
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone!
For everyone?
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
Who? What? Where is this coming from? Her response seems genuine. So, what did she mean by everyone? Is she doing this for, all our sakes? Am I wrong? Is Kirumi innocent? I don't think so. No, I'm wrong again.
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly
Thank
is
you,
this
Kaito.
everyone you're talking about?
Kaito?
I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, it felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here?
That's what it sounds like.
Someone outside of the academy?
Probably.
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
Ooh, she's
I am
caught.
so sorry for making such a mess.
You gonna admit it?
Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Oh.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about?
It is all of you, of course.
Is it?
Really? Do you swear to a tour?
Yes, really. So please believe me, I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together. I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid.
That
wish to
is-
serve everyone.
That is such a gross lie to make. That is. Can we get this over with?
So please believe me. You have to.
Kirumi!
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else.
And who would that be?
Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
I mean, listen. as much as it could be, I don't think it is.
How rude.
Gonta just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
If you give them the right motive, anyone is capable of murder. You should not believe that someone is incapable, because given the right circumstances, anyone can.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well.
She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit.
Has to be you.
You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis.
No, because you would have been there. You would have seen them, and you have nothing. Because you cannot enter the gym after nighttime has begun. And they did not have time to set that up before nighttime. And if they had gone before nighttime, you were in the gym, you would have seen them.
They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
You're too emotional.
Yeah, maybe we should think it over one more time.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
There you go, Suichi. They're scared. They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. So it's up to me. I have to do it. I'll use my detective work to prove it. Let's go!
So you still believe I am the culprit?
I do.
But there is no evidence to indicate that I am—
There
No,
is.
there is. I have proof that you're the culprit. I realized it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body.
You did?
If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift ropeway,
Uh-huh.
then the final clue falls into place.
What's that?
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
The fabric!
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit?
That's where the fabric
Don't
came
you
from!
want to protect everyone?
That's exactly what we're doing.
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone.
Oh my god, I thought it was...
Shuichi.
I thought that fabric was...
Then you're wrong.
Was Ryoma's.
Your deduction is all wrong.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
How did it tear? I guess he could have torn it.
All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat.
Brat? Really
you can't
now?
save anyone!
Oh, shut up. Give me the fucking comic menu thingy. No more doubts, I'm confident I'm right. I'm going to present everyone with the evidence that proves she's guilty. Oh shit. It's that fabric though, right? Wait, did we pass it? Where is it? Found it.
This is it! The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty.
Ooh.
It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle. Because, like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
That would hurt.
Yeah, so what?
Is it her gloves?
You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Kirune, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
What truth?
That you killed
That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
She pulled a piece off her skirt? Which fabric this way? Finding out that the black fabric fits into this is the key to everything. I'll make it all clear now. Now do we get the comic?
You are incorrect.
Oh, D?
What is this truth?
Oh, we have to hold it?
That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone.
Oh,
you are
we do it
incorrect.
in the circle fills. Okay.
What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect. What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence.
Oh, I see how the thing
You are
works.
only providing us with speculation. You only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning, but I will
What the
never
hell is
accept
that?
it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You You are only providing us with speculation.
Hello?
I only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere?
I'm pressing
I
buttons.
completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? Ah!
Final blow? What am I doing?
What does that piece of trash prove?
Kiru needs gloves.
It ends here!
I was right, it is her gloves. Okay, what is that?
The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn.
Painful rope burn at that.
But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't bare-handed.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and
it fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now.
We can just compare it.
We can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Ooh, that'll be good evidence to prove you didn't do it.
Well, Kirumi? Will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
In the end, I'm just like them. I'm scared of revealing the truth. Because it means that someone has to be sacrificed. But Kaede was scared too. She didn't let that stop her. She thought things through in her head. In the end, I faced the truth and doubted it, and kept thinking and kept going. This is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it.
I will show you the truth.
Closing argument. Here we go. Oh boy, how does this one work? In 3 more answers, the lock will be released. Oh, I need E. Okay. No? Oh, it says. The evidence... Oh! Okay. Who's put on the victim's wrists? There we go. What was taken from the pool? We'll use to transport the body on the roadway. What? But that is. Oh, she mean the rope? The brakes is tougher than expected. Where's the body carried to? Tank lid? Okay. Let's go back to the start. Okay, there's none on that one. Evidence made of metal that the promise did not get. was used to partition the culprit took from the gym. It's taken from the pool. No. It's not the rope. What? Oh. Metal handcuffs and water. That's... This is that. This one. Hanged inner tube? Is that what we want? And then this goes here. Okay.
This is the truth of
we
the
did
case.
it!
The victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act. When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick. The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process. In truth, the crime began last night. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank.
Can you imagine having
Next,
to think
the
of all
culprit
this?
took the rope from the stage wing in the gym
This is an insane plan to come up with.
and used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan. At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind. Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water. From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing. The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope. They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes. The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would build up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would cause significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves. But due to the friction, part of the glove tore off and dropped in the pool. Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake. One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool.
Oops.
Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime. And that's the whole story. Am I wrong, Yuri Tojo, the ultimate maid? You with me. That's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
This is very, very unfortunate, Shinichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi. Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monaco provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
So, it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
But we don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
I'm Monodam. You're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off! It's voting time! Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
You know what? I think I might just make this diagonally. Hold on. Let me. Where's it at? Text, found it. Okay. Come on. Maybe. Nice. Ooh. Too big. How do you spell text? Q? Signal.
Who will be chosen? Oh my! Ah!
Thank goodness.
You gotta be kidding me!
Yeah.
Wait!
No way.
Yoo-hoo! The truth is,
Hey!
Damn it.
no way!
Shut up!
Say.
How?
No.
What?
Um.
What's wrong? I do not agree.
Alright. We didn't get the execution before I get back. It's not F1, it's F2. There we go. Okay. Let me just see. I saw that. Pretty good. Try again. She's on the maybe. I did make a rat. Oh, I got that freaking timing. Huh? Acquired sex. Let's continue.
Damn.
Spit it out already. Otherwise, we can't accept this outcome.
Please!
Understood. shall do that request.
Well, you know.
Yes. That is correct.
Let me forget I'm muted. Your reasoning is exactly right. The reason I ordered Rihanna was because of what I saw in my motive video. As I thought, you did indeed watch your video. Does that mean someone broke the agreement and traded you your motive video? Alright, fast up. Which one of you did it? Close your eyes and raise your hand if it was you.
What are you saying?
Why would people raising their hand to close their eyes?
May I?
That won't be necessary. I have not traded my motive video with anyone. If you didn't trade it with anyone, how'd you see your own motive video? I mean, someone else got your own motive video too. Unless it's an odd number.
Hey!
Perhaps Kirumi received her own motive video? Huh? Maybe she had her own motive video from the start?
Yes.
Correct, no one had my motive video, but me. The video's intended for sale. I have no idea why.
The fuck's going on? Huh?
You know, I had to bring this up earlier because it's been buggy for a while now. All this talk about the videos being switched. What does that mean exactly? Don't play dumb, you're the one who switched up all the motive videos.
No.
No, I didn't. Huh?
Oh!
No, was I not supposed to ask that? Did you come screw up again?
Huh?
Not supposed to?
Dumbass!
Yeah? I'm sorry.
No. Okay. Yeah?
Oh, it seems misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Just to reshoot the videos.
Hey, father!
What? You stupid!
Well now.
He's gonna kill you.
I see.
Receiving my own video is nothing more than bad luck.
Oh, I see.
So you just watched it without no light was given to you?
Right.
It was in your video.
What's wrong?
Well, you promised to tell us everything.
Yes.
I will tell you the truth in its entirety, but I doubt that everyone will believe it.
So,
Ooh, that's right. Good idea. Let's do it. I promise. What do I want to be at the video?
all right. By popular demand, it's time for the motive video. Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day, she was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had a request of utmost importance. He requested that she use her talent as the ultimate maid to serve her country. He asked Kirumi to make this country great again and transferred all his authority to her.
That is unfortunate. When did this game out? When did it, I'm sorry. When did this game come out? Danganronpa V3 release date. It was 2017. They knew damn well what they were doing, huh? Oh my. Okay.
No one suspected the Prime Minister's new secretary was secretly running the country. And over time, she became the de facto Prime Minister. Only Kirumi could save the country from impending doom. Yes, the future of the country rests entirely on her capable shoulders. But Kirumi is up to the task, for she only accepts requests that only she can fulfill. She is driven by the belief that her citizens are the most important people in her life. Oh, and while we're on the subject of those important people, an unfortunate event will soon befall those vermin and sheeple. What event, you ask? It's a secret. Find out for yourself.
They really attempted.
Huh?
It can't be.
What?
The Prime Minister.
Yes.
Really? Bird.
Wait!
Please hold on, the video's true.
What is this?
That's ridiculous. There's no way Grace really a Prime
I
Minister.
do not agree.
No, it's the truth. I, Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid, and the most
This is my selfless devotion.
are the citizens of this country.
I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation. I swore to serve and help all its citizens. As the ultimate mate, I have advised politicians many times in the past. But he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an unprecedented crisis. I fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation itself.
What did I do?
You're literally confusing the shit out of me, because that makes no sense, and I
see.
So Kirumi was the real Prime Minister running the country behind the scenes.
Huh?
Oh yeah, that's right, they're peaceful.
You really don't get it.
I think it's odd to believe an ultimate level talent could be that powerful. I mean...
How rude!
Not pretending, I'm still learning.
I see.
Well, good luck, I guess.
Incredible. But
Kirumi really is Prime Minister. She'll burden of country's future.
Actually,
The video aside, Kirumi doesn't seem much of a hype or something like that.
yoo-hoo!
That's a good
I
question.
do not know.
I don't know actually. I can't remember. If my memory's lost.
That's...
Wait, isn't this just like the ultimate hunt?
That is correct.
Perhaps it's connected to the ultimate hunt.
Huh?
If that's true, then probably connected. What is this
I do
ultimate
not
hunt
know.
anyway? I do not know what's happening to the nation while I'm here. That is why I need to know. I need to know that the people most important in my life are safe.
It is my selfless devotion.
Because I am duty and honor bound to protect every citizen of this nation.
My apologies.
That is what I need.
If so...
You weighed our lives against the lives of everyone else in this nation. And we just stopped Kirumi from doing that because we selfishly wanted to live.
Why?
That is a rough situation.
Wait!
Always messing around.
No matter how powerful the mastermind is, there's no way they could really...
Bears do not lie.
Bears do not lie.
Hey,
I am the ruler of this world. Nothing is beyond my power.
100%.
That is 100% a lie. It is impossible that he could bring a disaster to a country.
What are you trying to pull?
That's so funny.
cuz.
You guys act like you can't believe it, but you're all terrified anyway.
Shing!
If you can't believe it, then you're terrified for no reason.
Yo!
Why do humans lie? Why are humans the only animal that tells lies?
Shut up!
Hey, cut this out. This is serious.
Oh? Dang it!
Oh, I see.
That's right. We know your motive is to kill, but why did you kill Ryu? Because he was easy to kill.
Huh?
Easy to kill?
Weird!
Even Gonta no could catch.
I do not agree.
Oh no! But he did! He did not.
Do you agree?
Huh?
What? Oh, you don't understand. Really?
That is...
Oh.
That is correct.
And then he then responded,
Got it.
he did though. He said he did.
You're...
He wanted to find one.
And then, he turned his back toward me. At that moment, my determination solidified. A person like him would have noticed my bloodthirst emanating. He already knew. He forfeited his life right then and there. That is correct.
Then...
Ryoma knew he was going to be killed.
But...
Why is it not Kiesel?
What?
Because...
That's not okay.
What are you talking about?
What's your point?
Wait!
Wait a minute, you're talking as if Ryoma saw that video. Didn't you say only checked the name and didn't watch the video?
Hmm?
Did I say that?
Huh?
What are you getting at?
Well, you know...
I told you.
Again, what's your point? That he gave up on life because I showed him his motive video? What did they real? Oh, right.
Why?
How do you miss that?
What?
Yeah,
I'm going to kill.
but
I'd really like to see that.
Hey,
Any idea who will be in the video?
no.
I don't. That's why I don't want to see it. One second.
Jeez.
It isn't showing them, does it?
In other words,
It's gonna flip.
please.
You don't care about anyone shit, isn't it?
that's true.
Well, you know.
Hey!
What did it show?
Ah.
Nothing. I knew it. This map was empty. See?
Okie dokie. All right, back by popular demand, it's time for the Mona video. Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, this message is for Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. Unfortunately, there's no one in the world who is important to you. I'm so sorry. Really, I am. You have my deepest sympathies. Sorry.
No one was important to him?
Always messing around.
That's what he was shown? He saw something like that. He had none to care for, and none who cared for him. He found nowhere to live. Because of that, he chose to let Kirby lead his life.
It can't be.
He just gave up.
But... Because...
Too many reasons.
Yes. For everyone. My apologies.
Monokuma,
You need
that
something?
question. What is it?
Hey!
Oh, I'm going to know.
Huh?
What?
Come to.
Oh, smart boy, but even going to understand what. No, going to know! No. You didn't do nothing.
Unfortunately.
Logically, Hermes' survival would result in fewer casualties in our collective survival.
Jeez.
Maybe it would have been better if we'd done culprit wrong.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Oh, man.
And what was the point? I mean... You can only work with information. It doesn't matter what you didn't know when you made a decision. And even then... It's a tough situation. They're a bunch of kids, really. They're high schoolers. They never should be in this situation. And to be put in this situation, whether you should die to protect your country that you don't even know what condition it's in. For all you know, it could already be in ruins. I don't know, it's... I don't think he should feel guilt about revealing it. Was I wrong? I should have.
Shuichi!
Thank you, Kaito. What kind of face is that, Shuichi? If you're my sidekick, then suck it up.
Huh?
What? That's right! He said he'd take the blame for any decisions. Kaito.
Hey!
That goes for all of you. To hell with this value of life shit.
Alright!
Life's not just something. You can't trade it or put a price on it. Kaito.
Listen up.
And your life doesn't just belong to you. It's for your parents, your grandparents, your friends, even your neighbors.
I mean...
It's not something you can just decide to throw away on your own.
Don't worry about it.
So we didn't do the wrong thing. Life's purpose is to be lived. As long as you stay alive, anything's possible. You can even go for the stars.
Of course!
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I want to live. I haven't even traveled to space yet. There's no way in hell I'm gonna die here.
Jeez.
The idiot's talking again.
But
he's right. I mean, you're right too. He's an idiot, but he's right.
So divine!
Yep, he's an unto a damned idiot. I don't know why, but the idiots always fill me with inspiration.
Shut up!
Hey, shut up! I told you to stop calling me an idiot.
But...
Maybe a stupid speech is just what we needed to hear. Grimmy certainly looks shaken by it.
Huh?
Shaken?
Because...
Do you really think someone as desperate to live as Kirumi would give up so easily? Of course not. In fact, she probably still hasn't given up even now. She was hoping that learning the truth would make one of us volunteer to die in her place.
Huh?
What?
But
Monokuma would never allow a blackened to escape punishment. So maybe... she wanted everyone to rebel, so she could use that as cover to escape on her own. How about it, Kirumi? Am I close? You are the most detestable cretin I've ever met. You know exactly what I would attempt, yet allowed me to explain anyway.
Huh?
Wait, what you just said was true?
You mean...
You tried to trick Gundam?
Really?
Seriously? You backstabbing cunt?
Cut it out.
Enough, she's just trying to stay alive in her own way. Nobody can blame her for that.
That is correct.
That's right, I must survive. Because I carry the weight of an entire nation on my shoulders. I would not have killed Ryoma if I was so easily deterred. This request will not be fulfilled until I have brought joy to every citizen of this nation.
You must live.
So no matter what, I cannot die. That is why I killed Ryoma. Even now I refuse to give up.
Huh?
Kurumi,
I see.
you still— oh, I should turn that off. I just realized it's still on. There we go. You still refuse to give up. So what do you intend to do?
You must live.
I intend to live. I must survive, no matter what it takes. If I must debase myself, so be it. I would drink filth and eat carrion to survive.
I will survive!
She screamed and she started running. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was a completely undignified exit.
I have to escape! I won't die here!
No way I'm letting you get out of here. It was ugly and raw and feral. She just ran as fast as she could. I heard my voice call out, Run! Run! Run, Kurumi!
Please run!
Hurry!
Damn.
Hey! Please!
I will live! I refuse to die in a hellhole like this!
Now then, I prepared a special punishment for Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid!
For my nation! For my people!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
I will not die!
Strand of Agony, Ultimate Maid, Kurumi Tojo's execution method. is so gruesome.
Really?
It's okay.
Wow.
It's fine.
Yeah?
Let's get along. We are all friends. I will not forgive that.
Not if he knows what's good for him.
Wonderful.
The age of the mock-ups begins now.
That's nice. They're so cute.
Is it? You're not getting a lot of tree now.
They're so freaking cute.
What?
How horrible!
What?
Stop it!
Now's not the time for that. Kurumi,
I don't like that.
I can't take this anymore. Even Kurumi was killed so brutally. I don't want to do this anymore. Am I gonna end up like that too?
I'll protect you!
I'll protect you no matter what. But I don't want to do this anymore either. Please, let's just stop this killing game. I don't care if I stay trapped here.
Come on,
forever.
come on! Kazatua says so.
I see, yes.
Those videos are more dangerous than we thought. Who driven Grammy so
That's true.
that far. Whereas me is, as long as we're trapped here, we don't know what's true
Okay.
or false. That must be why Grammy did not want to show the videos. She thought that if everyone felt the same murderous rage she did, the killing game would be pure chaos. So she wanted to stop it.
Hey, hey!
If that's the case, then we really shouldn't show our videos to each other.
Of course!
That was a consensus from the beginning, not including you, of course.
However...
I assumed Kokichi would try to show us our videos to get under our skin. But that did not come to pass. But I wonder where his intentions. I never do anything like that. I'm still thinking about what Kurumi said. Oh my god. What an unfortunate time to breathe. I do not recommend inhaling vinegar. Oh my god, it burns. Ugh. Okay.
That's...
That's what she said earlier, correct? What about it? She said she remembered. It didn't feel like a lie, either.
I see.
Maybe that video has the properties of a flashback light.
What?
All the properties of flashback light.
Okay.
Still, how could Kurumi remember something she never should have forgotten? Serving the entire nation seems just too important for her to just forget. That's true. If that's the case, maybe it's for the best we don't watch the videos. As long as we don't see the videos, we won't know our motives.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm convinced. It's probably for the best.
Yeah.
That's right, it's the best that we not remember our motives for everyone's sake.
Oh dear.
Hearing you speak of for everyone's sake is the least believable lie I've heard
That's so
yet.
mean. It's a lie.
Did it?
Because...
Did it really?
You're right.
That's right.
Yeah, it's true. It's okay to run sometimes. You just gotta win in the end. That's all you gotta do. And with that, the second trial ended for us. Oh, I don't know the word victory. We had still lost a friend. What was the end Kaito spoke of? And how do we reach it? I don't know. I still don't know.
For now.
We should rest. To me, it seems the rational course of action.
You're right.
Yeah, my brain's out of juice from going full throttle all day.
Why you?
Like you even have a brain to use.
I won't forgive you!
It'll be okay.
It'll be fine. As long as we listen to Atua, we'll all be just fine.
What's wrong?
What's wrong, Donta? Why are you staring up at the sky? It's just... when all this bad stuff happens...
But...
Stars are so pretty, but stars here are different. Not the same ones as used to. Different? Do you mean the position of the stars? Yeah, gone to looking, but no can find star he remembers.
Why?
Were we taken somewhere far away? Far away?
Hey, so...
Let's all head back already. I'm
Okay.
out.
Hey!
Yeah, Tsukichi?
Huh?
Well,
Oh, that's not a good face.
what is it?
Well then, what does you have to say? Everyone seems to be treating me like some kind of compulsive... You are.
You get it?
But that's ridiculous! There's a way worse liar than me in our group.
Huh?
A liar worse than you. I'm talking about Maki.
Huh?
What?
What?
What do you mean Maki's a liar?
Ah.
Maki admitted during the class trial, remember? Ryoma wanted her to show him his motive videos because he was looking for a reason to live.
Well, you know.
But that wasn't the whole story. Ryoma was blackmailing you, wasn't he, Maki?
Huh?
Blackmail? Ryoma just so happened to discover